So, version 6.1's first half is almost here. And for those of you saving up for NEFER or Furina, this might just be your final window to decide what to do with your Primogems. In this video, I've done all the math and breakdowns so you don't have to. I've calculated exactly how many Primogems you can realistically get starting right now, till the end of version 6.1 first half. I've also broken down how much you can save if you're planning to pull for Arlecchino or Zhongli later in the patch's second half. So whether you're going all in early or holding for the long game, you'll know exactly where your Primogems stand. Save up to 30% on current banners at LDShop. Plus, with my coupon, you'll get an extra 5% discount, which is a huge 35% off in total. Like this one, you can get 6,480 Genesis Crystals pack for just $68, which normally costs $100 in the game. And if this is your first purchase, you get double the amount of Genesis Crystals. The process is super fast. Pick your product, choose your server, enter your UID, and that's it. Your purchase arrives in under 5 minutes, and LDShop ensures secure payments every time. Plus, if you spend over $80, you'll get a free welkin moon. Interesting, right? So use my link in the description or pinned comment to get 35% off and save big on every top-up. Now let's dive into the breakdown, starting with your bread and butter sources. Daily commissions are still your steady grind, 60 Primogems per day for those 4 quick tasks. Over 21 days, that's 1,260 Primogems just for showing up consistently. Then there's the Spiral Abyss, which will reset once during this half. If you can full star floors 9 through 12, you're looking at 800 Primogems. Even partial clears add up, so aim high. Next, we have the Imaginarium Theater, which rewards around 620 Primogems if you clear up to stage 8. Stygian Onslaught, pushing to tier 3 nets you around 450 Primogems right off the bat. Solid payoff for some intense runs. Now, events are where it gets juicy for the first half. Leaks point to a main event, plus 2 solid side ones, totaling about 1,800 Primogems. These are usually a mix of mini-games, stories, and exploration. Pretty straightforward to knock out. You'll also get 2 fresh character trials for NEFER and Furina, dropping 20 Primogems each, so 40 total. Not a game changer, but it stacks when you're eyeing pity. The 6.1 livestream already dropped earlier this month, so all those redeem codes are long gone. And since the 6.2 livestream will air during the second half of 6.1, there won't be any new redeem codes to claim in the first half of this patch. Paymon's Bargains refreshes mid-patch too. Swap your Stardust for 5 Intertwined Fates, which shakes out to 800 Primogems equivalent if you haven't touched it yet this cycle. Add in the version, update maintenance compensation at 600 Primogems, achievements unlocking 50 more, and a bunch of micro sources like story progress and other odds and ends totaling 640, and it all comes together. If we add that up, you're at roughly 7,000 to 7,200 Primogems for strict free-to-play, about 44 to 45 pulls worth. Not bad for half a patch, especially if you've been saving from before. But if you've got Welkin Moon active, that's an extra 90 Primogems daily. Over 21 days, 1,890 more, pushing your total to 9,090, or around 57 pulls. Throw in Battle Pass perks for another 340-ish Primogems in this window, half the full patch's 680, and Welkin plus BP lands you at 9,430, close to 59 pulls. That's a hefty haul to hit those banners hard. Now, shifting gears, if you're planning ahead for Arlecchino and Zhongli's reruns in the second half, here's the full picture from right now all the way to the end of version 6.1. I've already done all the math for you, so no spreadsheets needed. Across the entire patch window, free-to-play players can expect around 11,680 Primogems, which comes out to roughly 73 pulls in total. With the Welkin Moon, that jumps to about 15,360 Primogems, or around 96 pulls. And if you're rocking both the Welkin plus Battle Pass, you're looking at roughly 16,800 Primogems, which equals about 105 pulls in total. That's the full patch's worth of savings. So whether you're stacking for the first half or holding out for those reruns, you'll know exactly what you're working with. Now that we've done the math on your Primogem stash, let's talk about what really matters. Whether version 6.1 is actually worth spending on. Because honestly, this patch is stacked. With NEFER debuting fresh in Phase 1 beside Furina's rerun, followed by Arlecchino and Zhongli taking over Phase 2, this feels like one of those updates where no choice feels safe. And just when you think you've decided, Durin starts creeping in the leaks for 6.2. a pyro dragon with flight mechanics and abyss tier damage scaling. So the real question is, do you dive in now or save for what's next? Let's start with Nefer. She's a dendro catalyst with a sleek, serpent-themed design and an entirely new lunar bloom mechanic, a twist on dendro reactions that fuses elegance with sheer destruction. Her gameplay turns team-triggered reactions into explosive chain bursts that can fill the screen with glowing detonations. Think of Nouvelette's charged control but twisted into dendro chaos. She's fast, reactive, and deadly, but she's also picky. Nefer doesn't fit into just any lineup. She craves synergy. If you don't have Nahida, Baiju, or a strong dendro core to feed her rotation, her energy management becomes frustrating, and her flow feels incomplete. She's not a generalist like Furina or Yellen. She's a specialist for players who enjoy mastering unique reaction mechanics. In the right team, she's brilliant. Outside it, she's beautiful, but complicated. Now, Furina, the timeless Hydro Archon, the one who needs no introduction. Even after Fontaine, she's still a core pillar of Genshin's meta. Her fanfare system turns every ounce of team HP fluctuation into massive team-wide buffs, scaling your output in ways that few characters can match. She's still one of the best Hydro enablers in the game, fitting comfortably into reaction teams, national comps, and even high-end hyper carries. If you missed her the first time, this is your golden window. But if you already have her, her rerun isn't an urgent pull unless you're chasing constellations. Because even at C0, she's perfection. She's stable, versatile, and future-proof. The kind of character that never leaves your lineup no matter what new region drops. Then we reach Phase 2, and it doesn't get any easier. Arlecchino and Zhongli are arguably one of the safest rerun duos you can ever wish for. Arlecchino's Bond of Life playstyle makes her a self-sustaining pyro powerhouse who laughs through every abyss floor. She doesn't rely on fancy rotations or external supports. She is the team. And Zhongli, he's still the king of comfort. His shields make any content trivial. His Geo Shred boosts every DPS, and his presence alone makes gameplay smoother. If you want to lock in reliable long-term value, these two are hard to beat. But the whispers about Durin in 6.2 are getting louder. A Pyro Claymore user tied to the Hexen Circle, capable of flight during burst mode and unleashing self-resonating explosions that scale absurdly well. If even half those leaks are true, we're staring at another Fontaine-level meta shift, and maybe even a redefinition of what pyro carries can do. Add in the Varka and Mondstadt storyline teasers, and it's clear that 6.2 won't be just another update. It's a turning point. So, what should you do? If Nefer's design, voice, or lore has already pulled you in, go for it. There's no wrong answer when you're pulling for love. The joy of Genshin has always been in using the characters that resonate with you, not just chasing the meta. But if your primos are running thin, or if you've got your heart set on Arlecchino's dominance, Zhongli's utility, or Durin's upcoming madness, then saving might be the smarter call. Because with so many heavy hitters lined up back to back, spending early could hurt when the real power creep hits. At the end of the day, it's your story. Whether you go all in for Nefer's lunar blooms, relive Furina's hydro reign, or hold out for the dragon's arrival, make the choice that feels yours. So tell me, what's your move this patch? Are you Team Nefer, Team Furina, or saving everything for Arlecchino, Zhongli, and Durin? Let me know in the comments. How many are you sitting on right now, and what's your target? Drop a like if this breakdown saved you some spreadsheet time, and be sure subscribe for more Genshin math. You can also hop into our Discord for patch chats. The link's in the description. That's all for now. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, don't forget to drink water. I will see you in the next video.